What up, my good people? Let's take a look at this news clip involving Tom Brady and his soon-to-be ex-wife Giselle. They've been married since '09. They have 3 kids together, 2 of them together, one from a previous relationship, and now they also each have a divorce lawyer. Let's look at this clip. We'll analyze it, and then I'll give my perspective. Y'all come in and leave y'all perspective. Let's take a look at it.
It looks like it may be over for Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen. Multiple sources telling the New York Post that both have retained divorce lawyers. The paper says the couple have been living apart for months, and they are now apparently trying to divvy up their multi-million-dollar empire, with representatives for Brady and Bundchen having not commented yet on the report. Harris, you feel a certain type of way about living their lives publicly, and I would love for you to spread that fire to the viewers.
I am all in my feelings about their children, because this has been a very public journey.
Yeah.
And the first tip to me that maybe Tom Brady was making a shift was when he came out of a private therapy session with his wife and talked to the media about what was going on in that therapy session. Do you even have the capacity to understand that your children, I think Benjamin is, 15 now, his oldest?
Yeah.
Your children are part of the conversation. You don't need to air your laundry out. And then he used those kids this summer saying that, well, I'm not going to play a certain amount of games, preseason, whatever. I'm going to be with my family. And then we learn it's their business. But it gets put out there because he manipulates the conversation. It's all about his kids. He wasn't even living at home. Those two hadn't been together for months. So for the sake of the children, I'm absolutely okay if they close the windows, the shades, solve their business, go forward. I look forward to when he might be with us here at Fox as an announcer. We also, like Giselle, didn't know he was going to jump back into the game. But now it's time to go private, if he has the capacity to do that. We haven't heard from her, and we know she can yell if you don't catch the football when he throws it your way. She's a great defender of his. She's been silent.
And the argument, Jimmy, so we have an adolescent that can't give up the game, which people in Giselle's camp apparently are saying, look, that's sexist.
Yeah.
Because it somehow puts that onus on her that she can't accept that. What do you make of this?
Well,
really important.
I think if we were having an honest conversation, though, him coming out of retirement, thank you. But they're trying to couch this as you shouldn't bring up him coming out of retirement causing strife for the marriage, when it appears that it has, because all of these problems started to come public when he unretired. So I don't think we're doing the conversation justice by just striking that from the record. This was a guy who played 22 seasons in the NFL, agreed to retire. Apparently it was some kind of a marital promise, and now it seems like he walked it back. But the one thing I can't wrap my brain around is just the insanity. This is a big divorce, by the way. If you just wanted to get superficial for a second, like when me and my wife, if she bails, it's like an Xbox and a bottle of whiskey. We're going to play 21st finger and sort it out.
Oh, something tells me she's taken everything, including all those
good luck. There's not a lot.
love.
It won't take much of a U-Haul.
Jimmy's getting on my bad side today. I got
Oh, bring it on, Zakanini. Bring it on.
Let me grab my tea.
I'm also a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
Oh.
And when you talk about Brady coming out of retirement, you are slighting an entire city.
Well, look, I didn't even bring up the Chiefs last night.
Yeah.
Oh, I thank you for not bringing that up.
Or Sunday night, rather.
That was payback after we beat you guys in the Super Bowl.
Look, I don't know what it was, but Tom was all out of his head. He was not himself.
I think, can I jump in?
He did not play like himself.
Watching Sunday night's game, it appears the offensive line is on Giselle's side in this argument.
That
There's no protection.
I am in the middle with my tea.
I'm rooting for Tom and Giselle, and I hope this isn't true. I just
Well,
wanted to say
you know
that.
what it's like to
very
a lot of people on this couch, you know what it's like to be the partner of a professional athlete. But to
Right.
Jimmy's point, resurrecting a zombie over and over again, it's hard to be in that position. But she is probably going to come out on top because he's the 9th highest paid athlete, but her worth is far greater.
Oh, yes, it is.
As the highest paid
And I
model
think
of
right
all
now,
time.
right
Good
now
for
she's
her.
taking the high road because she is staying low.
Staying low.
She's
Well, she's
keeping
got to
that
protect
She's taking
privacy.
the high road.
Of course, that is the priority. You don't make this a PR stunt and a big moment. And I feel like what's in the water this summer or fall, because we just had Shakira and PK, same thing, kind of like a big high-profile divorce. And here we go with this one. People we love and admire, but they were signals. There were many signals all along. He should have retired when he said he was going to retire. And if that was a marital promise, but that was a marital
This man
promise.
can't
What
follow
is
his
more
passion,
important?
his purpose.
After 22
He's a competitor.
seasons.
This guy's a fighter. they've got to support each other. And I get it. Look, she sidelined her career, and he's not sidelining his. But he's a competitor. He's a fighter. He loves the game. And I bet
So
his
does
kids
he
love
get to
watching him
take
play.
some of her money since she's the bigger earner?
I guess.
Hopefully.
50-50.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
That's a great question.
Damn. Okay. First, let me hit a couple of the points from the news clip, then I'll get more into the relationship. The news clip started by blaming Tom Brady, saying that he should be more involved with the kids and how old the kids are getting. But we know that women initiate 80% of the divorces, which takes the father out of the home. He gets weekend visits or every other weekend visits. So when is it ever really about the kid? Next, they said he was the reason the business got out, but we know that they are celebrities and part of their job description is to have their business out to gain attention. In the world of celebrity and entertainment, even negative publicity is good publicity. We all know that. Next, they were calling him little names, trying to be slick, disrespectful, saying that an adolescent don't know when to stop, resurrect a zombie. I don't even know what that means. They were counting his money. They were saying that Giselle was going to come out on top, but was it really even about who's coming out on top? Giselle wanted Tom Brady to retire, and he did retire, but then he unretired. And as soon as he unretired, there were reports that their relationship was getting rocky. So we can speculate that him coming out of retirement is the reason for this divorce. What Tom Brady's divorce proves to men is that you can never be good looking enough. You can never be rich enough. You can never be tall enough. You can never be smart enough. Ask Will Smith. He didn't even get divorced, but damn, ask Dr. Dre. Ask Emmitt Smith. Ask Scottie Pippen. These people are at the apex of physical and financial, and the women still leave them. So 99 out of 100 times, men are seen as a utility, and that's okay. That's just the way it is. But you need to adapt to the situation and prepare accordingly. This is what happens when divorce is such a viable option. We don't live in a place where divorce is frowned upon. We don't live in a place where you can control your woman, where you can beat your woman like some Middle Eastern countries and some African countries. Divorce among pro athletes is about 60 to 80%. That's even higher than the general public. These people are at the apex of financial and physical, and they get divorced even higher. It's probably closer to 80%. So what do you think you everyday guys are eventually going to get? And they had a decision to make. He wanted to come back and play. But that's what I say about these equal, egalitarian relationships. It's okay. Both people bring stuff to the table. But at the end of the day, when it's a big decision, which you're going to have a lot of big decisions in a relationship, who gets that last call? You know, if we got to sell a house or not, and person A thinks this and person B thinks this, who gets the last call? You know, who's going to take that responsibility? But the way I see it, if a robber come in and I got to, risk my life, and I got to provide and I got to do all of this, I get the last decision. But everybody got to learn to work it out for themselves. She was trying to control Tom Brady, and he didn't give in, and now he's facing divorce, and he'll be okay because he done played so many years in the NFL. Like, he can retire from the NFL like it's a regular job. He damn near done put 30 years in the NFL by the time he stopped playing. So regardless of what he lose, he'll have more than enough resources. But you everyday people like me, those systems can drain you, and it can be a big setback. So you got to really be careful. I advise you not to get married. Get a lifelong companion. And if you ended up having a kid, get a DNA test as soon as the kid arrives. And then immediately after that, go get your kid legitimized at the court. I think it costs less than $100, right? If you know that's your kid. So yeah, take these other steps. Tom Brady gonna be okay because he did a great job maintaining himself, and he still got his hobbies. They say that he didn't hurt her career because she's still one of the richest models and the richest model ever. Don't get married if you can help it. It's not about love, man. It's never about love. When you go to court, they don't care who loved who. They want to look at those resources. They want to see what they can get, and then they're going to see how they can split it up. So don't be fooled by these old movies that we seen and romance. Man, romance is a fairly recent thing. People got married through business and through family arrangements. But now everybody want to get married for love, and it's not working. Y'all make good decisions out here, man. Wise Counsel Holistic Health and Fitness. I'm the people's counselor. Peace.